Hello everybody, this is Headshot Ninja, and today I'm going to go ahead and have some tips and some tricks on instinct domination. So, starting off, we're spawning on this side apparently. So at the very start you're going to want to take C and you're going to want to take B. Okay, now you're going to want to hold these here for both halves of the match. Okay, so for example, you're going to want to come over here and take C. I'll show you how my hover trick works. You jump up and kind of hover, and you're not down low. So you're going to want to have C, and you're going to want to have B. So you should already have a team over here at the B side. You want to have somebody here watching this area to cover this side. You're going to want to have somebody up here to cover here. The best deal here is to kind of crouch, stay low, and watch that direction, because they spawn that side, they're going to want to come over here to be from this side. Now you're going to want somebody to hold right here while your teammate comes over here.
Securing B.
And the hover trick again is very useful when taking this point. You're going to also possibly want a defender of B over in this little section right here, just kind of looking here. Most of the guys are going to come rushing through from this area, and they're going to come rushing around this side. And they're going to try to counter you here, so just be aware of that. Okay, they've got a better view of you here than you do of them from over there. So just kind of try to use a head glitch to your advantage on that side, and you can take them out as soon as they peek. And you're also going to have them try to flank around here. The best counter to that, as you can see, is right down in that corner straight ahead of me here, or you're going to want somebody back in this corner here. Possibly you might want somebody by the tree area down here looking up here. From B here. So if you're down here, you can kind of get a peek there. You're going to watch the temple here. And you're of course going to want to watch the roof. Now the team should have slayers who of course are going to be up here trying to keep them in the trap. What I like to do when I'm trying to take that spot is I'll sit here and watch this direction. But it's kind of hard to see them when they come through here. Alright, so they'll pop out of the side over here and surprise you every time if you're just watching this area here. Now if you want to cover the roof area and let your teammate down there watch the lower part of the temple, you've got the lower part of the temple covered and the side path over there covered by whoever you have in that area by the marked tree. If you want to cover the roof and keep them off of here, the best way I would say is just kind of glitch yourself down a bit here. They're going to start jumping from here, and they're going to be jumping from here. It's going to be free kills all day long up on the roof here, and you can keep them off pretty damn effective. If they start to shoot at you or whatnot, you could always just do what I just did there, just drop down and catch anybody down here. Possibly flank around to this side over here, do the same little glitchy thing, jump up here, and just really watch these corners. This is a really good defensive spot, by the way. If you're trying to keep them off of the roof, being back in this side is the best bet. So you got that whole area to just kind of defend, keep them off the roof. The goal is, of course, to keep C, and you're going to want to keep B. If you have anybody pushing past this point of the temple, you have anybody up past this point, you're risking a spawn flip. Now you do not want to have the spawn flip. Okay, once you have the spawn flip, your defenders back here at C are going to end up getting screwed. And your defender right back here at B is going to get screwed, because when the spawn flips from cave, you're going to have enemies flipping and spawning down here at the trailers. You do not want your enemies to spawn at the trailers. I'll just have to emphasize that. You don't want them spawning down there. Okay? Once you have C and B, it's easy win. Do not move into A. Don't get bored because they're not coming out and say, oh, well, I'm just going to run over here and cap A. You know, because you're going to rely on your defender and anchor here at C. Now we get to my position that I usually like to play in matches when I'm playing with my clan, which is United We Stand, by the way, is I like to stick back here. I don't get a whole ton of kills, but it's going to be pretty tough for them to take C when I'm back on point at C. Now what I like to do is I'll jump up here every now and then and get a peek over there, because if they're coming at me, they're probably going to come this way or this way. Now, if they try to come up this way, I may peek around this way. I don't want them to see me here. So I might just sit here and wait for them to just tap on C and try to get C. Only way they're going to come after me will end up being here. So I'm going to stay in this position so that we can hold this spawn as best as possible. I'm going to leave my B defenders there, and our slayers should be kind of watching the top of this path and watching the temple. You really don't need a whole lot of people watching over this way. A lot of times people come over here and just be trying to get little kills from here. But the slayers should be focused on temple, that side, defending B, and maybe somebody up in this pathway to keep it clear from here. But this side, like I said, is not too necessary. If I'm back here, I've had games where I just keep them off of C the whole time. Now, if the spawn does flip, as an anchor, I'm aware of it, they're going to start coming here at C. Now, my defense point is going to be looking right through here. They start spawning over at that trailer, I'm going to shoot them from this direction right here, and it's free kills all day long for me if they do flip back here. So it's not too bad, I can defend. But once they start spawning back here, I need my teammates to jump back and get somebody back in here to force them to start spawning back up at the cave. If they don't spawn back up at the cave, I'm going to end up getting overwhelmed. Their entire team's going to spawn back here. They're going to flood over here, and it'll probably just be me and maybe one other teammate defending on C. Once they get their whole team over here, we're pretty much screwed. Okay, and we're going to start spawning back at the cave. Then we'll have to start fighting our way over here and dying all over the place trying to capture C again. And while we're focusing on C, they're spawning over here and pushing onto the backside at B, and everybody gets screwed. So on instinct, once again, our main priorities on both sides is to maintain B and C side. Okay, we want to keep B and C. Do not move in at A. Don't take A. The only time that we do take A is when we spawn on that side. Okay, and that's simply before we push out. Okay, say that you spawn here into the cave. Okay, maybe the spawns have flipped, or it's the second half of the match or the first half of the match, and the team has just gone ahead and spawned on this side. Alright, now what we're going to do is, it's going to be pretty simple. Alright, you're going to have, team will spawn way back over here into this section here, which most will spawn here. You're going to want to have most of the team push out here to B. If you're pushing out here to B, you want a couple of people to go that route. You want somebody to come this route and see if the enemy team is pushing up here for that side. If that's the case, whoever's coming this way, be aware that they're coming from the trailer, so watch that direction and just kind of back flank them over here. And then once again, you can take B. They're going to be watching that way for us. If we spawn cave, they're going to be watching over here, just like I said at the beginning of this video. They're watching over here, but they're not watching their ass. You can come right on up here, grab that stick of butter, shove it in their ass cheeks, and screw them royal. Once you get them, get up here, take B, be aware that they might still be over here at the trailers, so you're going to want to watch there. You're going to want to have teammates watching the other direction just in case they have somebody pushing too far up to the cave. And bang, you've got B. Okay? Now, we'll go with the part where some of us, maybe one or two members of the team, should push over here to the A side. Now those are also going to be the ones trying to push their way into C. Once you push over here, you'll get over here, you'll cap A, you'll run this way. This is a death trap. Don't do this, okay? Because you're facing somebody hiding back behind that rock. You're going to have somebody possibly up behind that track. You're going to have somebody possibly somewhere around here, or you'll have people flat out just coming up this side, sitting around this corner to try to keep you back. Which is a smart offensive move, but it's easy enough to counter. Alright, now your goal is to go and cap C. Okay? As I said, you're not going to necessarily want to come up this way. If you do come up this way, use it only for a visual reference to see if there's any enemies you can see down there. You see them, and you can take them out without losing the gunfight, take them out and proceed. If it looks like they're just covered too much here, and your chances are high of getting outgunned, don't go that route. Simply counter it by either going down that path, or you can go wild and just shoot straight through here. Use this for a bit of cover, kind of survey a little bit and see where they are. Okay. Look over at the trailers, see if you've got anybody going from the trailer to the crane or whatnot, or the excavator. Run down here, use the excavator's, whatever the hell this thing is, as cover. Just keep your eyes over at the trailer. Look this way, you can clear that rock. There'll probably be somebody there. If you don't see anybody and it's safe, run, jump up here, flank around to the side, come around here, and look right up into the trailer. If our team has the spawn and we're spawning here, call for a backup, let them know you're ready to take C. Once you clear this, make sure there's nobody hiding here, nobody hiding here, nobody hiding up on top of this. You'll clear this, you'll come up here, make sure there's nobody here. Don't try to take C prematurely, okay, because too many times people come over here to take C, they'll be laying down. You're going to get bum rush from this side, or you're going to have people up at the temple that are come rush you, and you're just screwed. Okay, so make sure that you got somebody back at this point covering you while you're trying to take C. Normally this is what I do. I cover my teammates while they're trying to take C, make sure they're clear. Once they are clear, then I'll move ahead and I'll keep them covered and we'll have C. So, with the second half of this video, as I just showed you, if you spawn cave and follow the instructions, taking C and B and flipping the spawns to where they are forced back into that cave, I mean, it's a no-brainer. They will spawn back into that cave. And once you have them up in that cave and up on that high side, you have a defender back here, you have a defender up there, you have somebody up here keeping temple, and then you have me, or somebody like me that plays anchor and defender, keeping C. Okay, so you're going to want to have somebody that's going to stay back, not run around all crazy, and that would be an easy win on instinct. So I hope that this video might be helpful. If anybody has any suggestions or ideas, feel free to leave them in the comments. If you would, go ahead and like this video, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, I would highly recommend subscribing to the channel. If you enjoyed the video, there will be more coming that will cover other maps. We'll work into the new DLC maps, some tips on Domination on those. And until next time, this is Headshot Ninja, and I am out.